Hello everyone and welcome back to Charlie's Workshop. Tonight I thought we'd do something a bit differently and listen to some of the new music that has been released for the new Minecraft update. This particular album has been given to us by MS Roddy. I'm not familiar with the composer, but I'm rather excited to hear his work. I'm been a fan of most of the new stuff that's been added to the game throughout the past few updates ever since they started doing this back in Caves and Cliffs. And to be honest, I don't really want to ramble on that long. So let's get into the soundtrack. We have 6 songs here: Lily Pad, Below and Above, O's Piano, Broken Clock, Fireflies, and Tears. Tears being the new music disc for this update, which I'm excited for. I rather enjoy collecting all the music discs. And last update gave us a bunch of bangers, so I hope we're in store for similar things this time around. So, without further ado, let's begin with Lily Pad. Already getting a melancholy feel from this one. Not exactly sure what instrument's making that whistle sound, but that's really floaty, which makes sense since it's a gas-themed update. Looking up. We're sort of building something here, something that's reminiscent of the old C418 tracks where he would build on a certain idea throughout the entire song, add different instruments, different mutations, I guess, as it goes along. I'm noticing a lot of that in this song, which is good. But it's a very ethereal, it's a very lo-fi piece. It's very soft. It sort of reminds me of Floating Trees, if you remember from the menu panorama. It feels like a menu panorama song, although I know these songs are meant to play in it does sound like menu music. Although I think they're going to play in cherry groves, forests, deserts, lush caves, and snowy biomes, I think. I remember reading that a little bit before starting this. And a nice little fade out here. So, as we listen, I'd like to rank some of these songs in my Spotify ranking playlist. So let's rank Lily Pad. It's definitely not my favorite Minecraft song. It's a very beautiful piece, don't get me wrong. Let's see. think we should put. It's better. It's better than Pillowbox. No, it's not better. I like Clark more. I like Airy more. Airy being the beautiful horn piece that plays in Mangrove Swamp. Sounds really nice. It's not better than Far. It actually sounds a lot like Far. Just it has that. It's a sense of scale, big sense of space, but not a lot in that space. Just like floating in the sky, which gets the theme of the update across very well. I think right here between the end and Poco Poco, we are near the bottom half of the playlist. And of course, my opinions are subject to change as I become more familiarized with these pieces. But we can go back there afterwards and go through the other songs. But I'm going to put Lily Pad right up there for now. So let's move on to Below and Above. I love the album cover, how it sort of goes with the theme of this OST so far. The sunset, the gas in the back, and shadow. It works well. So I'm getting that same sense that I got from Lily Pads, that floating feeling. Sort of like you're in space. I sort of hear like maybe it just means just motifs from the Ocean tracks, particularly in this one. I think this does sound like an Ocean track, actually. It would fit in that area. Bring the piano in. Grounding it back in that Minecraft sound. Very simple melodies, not a lot going on, but then it's last a long time. A lot of reverb on that. A lot of echo. Rather, I should say. Sort of sounds like if someone was sailing away at night. I just get up. Let's see, where should we put Below and Above while it's ending out here? I like the song very similarly to Lily Pad. I think they both have the same vibe. Lily Pad was a bit more dynamic in how the song sounded, so I think that's going to be out below and above. Just for now, that's all subject to change later. I might do a updated music ranking video later on if I have time to do that. But for now, I think that's going to go right below Lily Pad. Let's do this piano. And the simple piano theme. We build on that. This one's very reminiscent of old C418 tracks. Just now it's building right here. We added in a bit more of those far off notes, starting to seep in. So we're being pulled into the horizon with these very far off, longing notes. Just gliding along. Now we go fading out. Although we're only halfway through the song, so maybe we'll build back up. So if we've reached the highest altitude we can, or observing everything from below us, it sounds very distant right now. We're still not necessarily building right now, but we're continuing that idea. We're trying to lose certain bits, where they're becoming softer. Now we're back with the original melody. We're on our final verse right now, I think. Bring it right back to the original idea. I'm thinking right here, right above cat. Maybe right below cat. Very nice. There's piano, very nice right there. That one was very faithful to the old C418 tracks with just how it was structured and just how it continued on as the song progressed. Just that simple little piano melody in the background was very nice. I think we're gonna put that one just underneath Cat. There's piano. Broken Clocks is our next song. We have 3 more left. Let's get into it. I like the sound. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but when I was a kid, there was a YouTube video called The Lego Minecraft Movie. There's a few of them actually. And whatever instrument this is, the soundtrack they used for that, it was like a little stop motion Minecraft movie. I think it was by Titan Pictures, if I remember correctly. This particular instrument that they're using for Broken Clocks sounds a lot like an instrument featured a lot in that soundtrack. It's bringing me back to that, which hits the nostalgia pretty hard. If not for the game, for that. But let's continue. We're building. We're sort of picking up here. Very bubbly. Oh, that piano seems to be hopping around. Sort of like water falling, like maybe rain falling. Pitter pattering on the ground. Or maybe snow flurrying around. That was pretty bouncy, sort of. What I'm getting from this. Sort of a feeling of the unknown in this. Especially now, like, it's getting like more. There's like a little bit of background humming or buzzing that it's just getting more intense as it goes on, as if you're entering new and unexplored areas on your guest. Maybe you're traversing a soul sand valley. Trying to find one. Very nice progression, goes from a very like bubbly, pitter-pattery type beat to more of a intense type exploration progression type song. well intense by this OST's definition, I guess. They're very calm, very ethereal, sort of lo-fi songs. All of these have been, which is again, it's a good theming, especially for the update. When it comes, my problem is, I guess, with these songs, right? Minecraft music isn't like lo-fi. Like maybe they wouldn't do like a lo-fi music like Mall, for example. Mall is sort of what I consider to be like lo-fi, although that's a music disc, and music discs can be their own thing. Not that I don't like the songs. I like the songs. They're very beautiful pieces. But in comparing them to the other um, Minecraft songs, just because they are so different, it's hard to place them above a lot of like Concrete Halls, Cat, Oak City. I think for Broken Clocks, this one is a lot like Puzzle Box, which was in the last OST. Also, there's a lot of moving parts in this song. You know, that bubbly, like pitter pattery type things going on there at the piano. I like Puzzle Box more though. I think we'll put Broken Clocks right here, right underneath Airy. I think that's a good spot for it. I like it more than Thar. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Two left. Let's do Fireflies. We already have a song called Firebugs. Let's see how this one compares. A little sadness in this one. I feel like someone's looking back over. Just remembering. Not a memory in this. The melody that's going on here. See how it shapes. The amount of space. Listen to that. We have echo and like a bit of reverb on that. The amount of space just takes up just. Got a big room, but there's nothing in it. It's just a big cave. Big empty cave. You're sitting and thinking. It's over. Almost over. And so in comparison to firebugs, we have fireflies and firebugs. It's a shorter piece. I think I might like it a little bit more than Puzzle Box. Better than I think I'm gonna put it right underneath Puzzle Box. That's what spot for it. It sort of reminds me of Echo, and these songs sort of remind me of songs like Echo in the Wind, back from um, the Tricky Trials, not Tricky Trials, Trails and Tales OST. Trails and Tales OST, by the way, is my favorite. Sorry about that. Is my favorite of the newer soundtracks that they've been coming out with after Caves of Cliffs. I just really like the song, especially Crescent Dunes, Echo. Those are near like the top of my list. But like I think Echo in the Wind does something different where I don't know what instruments used. Some sort of string instrument, I think, is being used in Echo in the Wind. Like here, I'll play a sample of it for you to hear. Like you still have the space in like the common like ethereal nature of the new OST in Echo in the Wind. But I think what's different about that is it fills up that space with little interesting ideas here and there. There's a lot of reverb on that song. I like reverb. Like it just reminds me of like looking down into like a valley with maybe a cherry grove on the other side. Perhaps a nice cottage, off by the riverbed. Like I can picture a scene when I hear "Echo in the Wind" as in comparison to the newer songs where I can't see a scene, but it's basically just I'm in space or I'm in the sky looking down over my world. There's no like specific relatable scene that I can think of in these songs. The more just sit down, clear your mind, and just take a bit off, which I like. But it'll get some taking used to. I think in comparison to other songs like Tricky Trials was a mixed bag of songs. I've got a lot of them like near the front of the list, but there's also like a good number like near the back. But at least I could like picture a scene with all of them. I can't like a build particularly. My Minecraft base, by the way, is inspired by the Creator music disc. I have it on my channel. If anyone wants to go see it, but I don't know. Perhaps as I listen to more, they'll grow on me. I think they will. But yeah. So we have one more song left, Tears. This is the music disc obtained from Killing a Gas with a Fireball. I love all the discs they do, even the ones that I don't gel with as much, but I like them all. They're fun to collect. They're fun to pop in every once in a while. So let's, without holding up too long, let's go with the Tears. Okay, we got gas sounds. That makes sense to come from gases. Okay. Laying down a bit of a beat here. Couple that in with the gas. And then we got. And this just reminds me of a fan-made music disc I once listened to. Because I used to be really into the fan-made discs. sounds like one of the fan made discs, like a fan made disc. That beat is great. Just, I mean, using the gas as instruments. Ooh. That. Yeah, this sounds like a fan made disc. Billing up here. Winding out the gas. This is very alien sounding. Definitely not my favorite disc. Definitely not my favorite disc, but it's got its own charm. It's very alien sounding. Yeah, definitely not my favorite disc. I feel like this is going to be a favorite, but we'll put it. I like it right here, not right there. Right here underneath Yakusoku. I think right there. Right there. Near the bottom of the discs for me. Mall. And I think, yeah, Mellow High. I think it's better than those two. But yeah, I think we are going to end it there. My final thoughts. Good music. It's going to take some getting used to in game. I think these songs actually would work really well in the menu if they were like only menu songs. You know, they sound like floating trees. If you know what floating trees. Here, I'll see if I can find floating trees. Give a small sample. Floating trees and far. Those are the two songs that sounds most like where's floating trees. It's on here somewhere. Yeah, look it up. Floating trees. Like, there we are. It sounds sort of like this. Right? Where you're just there in the sky, just doing what else. Very ethereal, very. Floating Trees isn't as lo-fi as I think the other songs were, but they fit that aesthetic, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I like pretty much all the new stuff. There wasn't anything here I disliked. Not anything here that if it would come on in game, I would be particularly annoyed by it. Sometimes they do add those songs. Like Endless from Tricky Trials. I do not like that song whatsoever. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it here. Out of 10, I think I would rank this a 6 out of 10. 5, 6 out of 10. I don't know. Disc wasn't particularly to my liking, although it's not bad by any means. And songs. It's stuff I'm going to listen to, like on its own, definitely. So I think 6 is a fair place to put. I think that's an appropriate ranking for this particular OST. And we'll see what the community has to say. I think most people probably like it. It is very reminiscent of how C418 styled his music. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it off from there. Tell me what y'all think if you watch this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have any critiques? Let me know. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. God bless you all, and good night.